Students, welcome back again for another session of biological classification. In the previous class, we have discussed about the general characteristic feature of protista and the classification concerning with respect to protista, and depending upon that, we have discussed about the phytophyta or dinoflagellates. I'll become bakkur inna bekadre in class ido lessons in our previous session ido phytophyta antandre they are also known as fire algae or spinning flagellates antanu ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. The phytophytes are commonly known as spinning flagellates or fire algae. Phytophyta ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಕೆ ರೀಸನ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ they are commonly preferably called as what the fire algae. So and ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the noctiluca, right? So that noctiluca which is going to produce the bioluminescence. It is also important for competitive examination. Noctiluca, which is going to show a bioluminescence. I hope you know what exactly I mean by bioluminescence. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. Tinofora ಕಲ್ತಿರಲ್ವಾ ಫೈಲಮ್? ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ bioluminescence ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಹೌದಾ? So it is going to have the ability of emitting the light. So for that reason, they are commonly known as producing the bioluminescence or the phosphorescence ಅಂತಂದೇಳಿ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. So in today's class we discuss about the chrysophytes. So this chrysophyta it includes desmis and diatoms. Desmis and diatoms. So these aspect chrysophytes it includes desmis and the diatoms. Remember, these are the members of chrysophytes are majority of them are going to lead their life in the oceans. So they are found in marine water. So the chrysophytes are, it includes the unicellular eukaryotic organisms. The chrysophyte includes unicellular eukaryotic organisms. It includes what? Unicellular eukaryotic organisms. So importantly, these chrysophytes, once we look into ಏನಾಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, ಅದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೆಂಗೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. So we are observing it under a microscope. So the cell wall is made up of two overlapping halls commonly known as epitheca and hypotheca. So the cell wall is of two overlapping halls known as epitheca and hypotheca. So importantly, the individual aspect, the cell wall, which is contains cellulose, silica, which give transparent appearance. So the individual diatoms having certain cell wall compositions, which are mainly made up of the cell wall is made up of, in majority of the cases it is made up of cellulose. And in certain cases it is made up of what? The silica, right? The cell wall is made up of what? The cellulose, and these certain cases it is made up of silica, which give transparent appearance. Because of the presence of cellulose and the silica, the cell wall of organisms which gives what? Which gives transparent appearance importantly ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೇಳುವಾಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it is out of the box because of the presence of silica over the what we are going to consider diatoms or the dismiss. These diatoms they are having a peculiar structures that will give a proper shape and the size. Now the silica which is made up of which is a composition of sulfur. So for that reason different shape and size use among these diatoms are the members of chrysophytes commonly known as jewels of the ocean. This is out of the box. Hello, jewels of the ocean anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಶೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದ ಒಂದಿದ್ದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದ. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ it is made up of cellulose and silica and importantly that silica it will give a proper shape and the structure to the cell. Is that clear? So for that reason these mainly known as what the members of chrysophytes are known as what, in other words the diatoms are known as what, the jewels of the ocean. So they are known as what, jewels of the ocean. So the diatoms especially having a beautiful designing edges, right, the cell wall, the edges of the cell wall, there will be a presence of silica which will give a beautiful designing. For that reason only we are going to call them as what, the jewels of the ocean. Diatoms usually they are autotrophic in nature. Remember, the diatoms are autotrophic in nature and importantly ಈ question frequent ಆಗಿ NEET exam ಬಂದೇ ಬರ್ತದ. ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the diatoms are the members of chrysophytes or the diatoms are chief producers of ocean. Remember, they are the chief producers of ocean. Yake? Yes, because they are autotrophic in nature. They are responsible to carry out the process of photosynthesis. So photosynthesis agabekappa antandre there will be the presence of certain pigments. Certain diatoms do have a pigment called as diatomine. So the pigment that will give a golden color for them. For that reason these are also known as the diatoms. The major reason is due to the presence of the pigment called as diatomine. The pigment called as there will be a presence of a pigment called as diatomine. Especially ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎರಡು overlapping halves ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಯಾವುದು? The epitheca and the hypotheca. So this epitheca and hypotheca that will overlap and give a soap box like appearance to the diatom. Soap box like appearance ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಒಂದು appearance ನ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ್ರಿ? ಈ ಎರಡು halves, overlapping halves which are present over the cell wall. So that will give a soap box like appearance to the diatoms. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the cell wall ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. So the cell wall is made up of cellulose and the silica, right? So silica it will give a transparent appearance, proper shape, right? So importantly remember here it is important for competitive examination as well as the theory examination. As soon as I mentioned they are autotrophic in nature. For that reason only na ಬರ್ದಿರೋದನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. The diatoms are what, the chrysophytes or the diatoms or the dismisses are what, they are autotrophic in nature. They will carry out the oxygenic photosynthesis. So for that reason only they are the chief producers. Chief lessons ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ, right? So they are the chief producers of the ocean. They will produce a lot of oxygen as well as the producers of which are majority of them are the heterotrophic organisms are depending upon these diatoms. Remember this, they are undergoing the rapid multiplication and absolutely they are unicellular. They are usually having a soap box like appearance and different shapes and structures, and for that reason only they are known as what, jewels of the ocean ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದಿನ ಸಾಯ್ತದೆ ಯಾವುದು? ಡಯಾಟಮ್. As soon as the death of the diatoms, after the death of the diatoms, their cell wall gets aggregated to the bottom of the sea over a billion of years. Such aggregation is known as So ಇಲ್ಲಿ diatomaceous earth. So this question it will be frequently asked for 1 marks in the annual examination or for theory examination as well as for competitive examination. So ivaga aame ಬರ್ಕೊಂತ definition ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. The thing is understand the concept. ಈಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಇದೊಂದು ಐತೆ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇದೊಂದು ಡಯಾಟ್. ಇದು ಸಲ್ವಾಲ್ ಇದರಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತದ. The cell is made up of silica, right? So as soon as the death of this, right? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಮಲೇಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಸಿಲಿಕಾ ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟರ. ಸೊ ಏನಾಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹ್ಯಾಲೋ ಆಯ್ತು. As a result of that into the halo ಏನಾಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the water is sink inside that particular cell. So ಅವಾಗ sink ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that diatoms they are going to reach the bottom of the ocean. ಅಂದ್ರೇನು ಸಮುದ್ರದ ಆಳಕ್ಕೆ ತಳಕ್ಕೆ ಗಡಿಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋದರ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲುಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಟಮ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಂಗೆ ಓವರ್ ದ ಬಿಲಿಯನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಈ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನದ ಬಾಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಓಷಿಯನ್ which is with a lot of diatoms, right? So a lot of diatoms aggregation ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ diatomaceous earth ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. I hope the concept is very clear to you all. As soon as the death of the diatoms they will sink and reaches the bottom of the ocean. Over a billion of years there will be aggregation of the diatoms. So we call such earth as diatomaceous earth. It's a very simple concept and you people have to remember this. So if at all definition I will talk about, you can write it down. After the death of diatoms, their cell walls get aggregated. The cell wall gets aggregated at the bottom of the sea. Their cell wall gets aggregated at the bottom of the sea. Over billions of years. Over billions of years, such aggregations only called as over billions of years, such aggregation is called as diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth. Example: Pinularia. So over the over the billions of years or millions of years ಏನಾಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಷನ್ ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಮಿಲಿಯನ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಇದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಡಯಾಟಮ್ಸ್ ದೇ ವರ್ ದೇರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಅಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಂತ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಷನ್ ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ದಟ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ದಿ diatomaceous earth. So that diatomaceous earth it will be utilized in the polishing, filtration of oils and the syrups. Idenadalla the diatomaceous earth, this is important. It's also important for competitive examination. It is used in polishing, filtration of oil and syrups, and even in painting industries. So the diatomaceous earth, ಭೂಮಿ ಸಮುದ್ರ ಕೆಳಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ diatomaceous earth ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಲಿಶಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಒಳಗೆ, ಫಿಲ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿರಪ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ the diatoms, and even in the paints ಒಳಗೆ the diatoms can be utilized. Is that clear? So the diatoms are certain diatoms we are going to find there. If at all we look into the desmiss, when diatoms ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. Desmiss ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೋಡೋದಾಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the desmiss are the freshwater organisms. You can write it down. ಬರೆಯಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Desmiss are the freshwater organisms. They are unicellular, found in the water bodies like pond, pools, ditches, right? The desmiss are the freshwater organisms, freshwater members of rhizobites found in the ponds, pools and ditches, and they are usually unicellular, right? So example considering with respect to the desmis are Plasmodium. Plasmodium ಅಂತ ಬರಬಹುದು desmis ಗೆ Plasmodium. Example for the atom Pinularia, right? So like that we can distinguish this aspect. Is that clear? So this is what all about the diatoms, right? That means what this are it is what all about the rhizophytes. Next we will move for the other concept, that is the third one, euglenoids, right? I hope you don't have any doubts, any queries with respect to that. Next we will move for euglenoids. So the name only indicates that it includes the members like euglena. These are the members of kingdom Protista, right? So the euglena, they are usually found in freshwater bodies. Euglenoids, they are usually found in freshwater bodies. In other words, if at all we look into that, it is the word euglena is coined from the Greek word which is eu means true, glena means plant. To plant. So actually we'll discuss later on. So ilenappa antandre pupil, actually glena means pupil, meta annode pupil antandre discuss. So euglenoids, they are flagellated unicellular protists. So what are euglenoids? These are flagellated unicellular. They are flagellated unicellular, found in the freshwater bodies. As I mentioned, they found in the freshwater bodies. They usually found in the freshwater bodies, like especially freshwater stagnant freshwater bodies. They found in stagnant fresh water bodies, like ponds and all. So these euglenoids, they are usually the cell wall is literally absent here. Instead of that, it is covered with the help of a structure called as pellicle, which is made up of the protein plates. Clear? So euglenoids, the cell wall is absent. Instead of that, cell membrane is present, right? So absent. Instead, it possesses a proteinaceous sheath. Called as pellicle. This is important for 1 mark and even for public examination. Called as pellicle. That means what? The pellicle is the outermost layer of euglena. So the euglenoids, they don't have cell wall, which will be replaced by a proteinaceous layer, which is called as what? Pellicle. Remember this. Pellicle is the proteinaceous sheath present over the members of euglenoids. So these euglenoids, they are having 2 flagella. So if at all adana nodikina matra, let me draw a diagram over the board concerning with respect to the euglena, right? So nimage ellaru kuda euglena nodidiri 7th standard inda adikina kadime samayadolagane like in the lower classes odana. It is having 2 flagella. One is individual nucleoids, they will carry out the process of locomotion. Especially these flagella, these flagella like paraflagellum body and literally now so aspect these individual aspect they are having for the purpose of locomotion and there will be an eye spot, what we are going to call it as a stigma. So this is a stigma, what we are going to find here, and there will be a presence of the chloroplast, granules, pyrenoids. There are certain subtle structure what we are going to find here, and this is what the pellicle. Pellicle it is. There will be a presence of the chloroplast. There will be a presence of the nucleus, right? So this is the nucleus what we are going to find here, and this is a chloroplast. This is the nucleus, right? This is the long flagella. It's a short flagella. This is the stigma, right? So this is what all about the structure of nucleus. So it is having the pellicle, which is outermost proteinaceous core, right? So this pellicle can help marker. So there will be a lot of things to talk about that. Before going to talk concerning with respect to that, first with respect to the competitive view, first we will understand about the theoretical view. First theory NCERT comparison competitive level study. So as I mentioned, the cell wall is absent. Instead there will be a presence of pellicle, right, which is a proteinaceous core, and it is having two flagella, that is short flagella, one is small flagella, and one is large flagella. There will be a presence of these are, especially once we look into the nucleoids, that will undergo, this is very important for competitive examination, that will undergo mixotropic nutrition. It is very important for competitive examination. The nuclei will undergo mixotropic nutrition. So what exactly mean by mixotropic nutrition? Nutrition consumption of food material. But now autotropic nutrition ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, heterotropic nutrition ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, but ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೊಸ type of nutrition ಬಂತು, ಯಾವುದು? Mixotropic nutrition. So mixotropic nutrition, which is nothing but the gamete of autotropic and the heterotropic. That is what it will carry out both the type of the nutrition. One is absorptive type, which includes both absorptive and photosynthetic autotropic, which includes absorptive and photosynthetic nutrition. So we call that type of nutrition as what? Mixotropic nutrition, which is very important for NEET examination. So mixotropic nutrition. ಏನಾಗ್ತದಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತು autotropic in nature. If at all it has to carry out the process of autotroph ಅಂದ್ರೆ they will prepare their own food material ಅದಲ್ವಾ. So to carry out that autotropism, they must carry out the process of photosynthesis. So there will be the presence of photosynthetic pigments. Photosynthetic pigment ಅಂದ್ರೆ compulsory photosynthesis ಆಗಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ photosynthetic pigments ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. So to carry out the process of photosynthesis, there will be the presence of photosynthetic pigments like chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, and carotenoids. There will be a presence of chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, and carotenoids. So these photosynthetic pigments that will help the nuclei to carry out the process of photosynthesis. So that's how they will undergo the process of autotropic nutrition. But in certain conditions, sir, they need light, photosynthesis. So this structure, stigma structure. This stigma, sir, that is found in angiosperm. But it is an eye spot. So this stigma that will act as photoreceptor, that is very going to absorb the fluid which is surrounding to it. So for that sake, it is both autotrophic and absorptive type of nutrition. It is known as what? It is going to possess the mixotropic nutrition. So that is going to reserve the food material in the form of beta-1,3-glucan, which is called as paramyculum. So the reserve food material, it will be in the form of reserve food material, reserve food in the form of paramylum. The form of paramylum. So that is going to reserve the food material in the form of paramylum. So this flagellated body, which is photosynthetic in nature, especially the stigma, that will help them to guide towards the what we are going to call it as towards the light. So for that reason, due to the presence of two flagella, that will show movement euglenoid movement. That will show the euglenoid movement. The euglenoid movement can be seen due to the presence of the flagella. So due to the presence of these two flagella, they will undergo the euglenoid movement. So especially there will be a presence of a contractile vacuole which are present inside the body of euglena. Those contractile vacuoles that will help in maintaining the osmoregulation, that is the removing of excess fluid from the cell. Osmoregulation and the removal of, there will be a presence of a contractile vacuole. So these contractile vacuoles that will help in the osmoregulation. The presence of the contractile vacuoles helps in removal of or helps in osmoregulation. So what exactly mean by osmoregulation? Removal of excess fluid from the body. So we call that aspect as osmoregulation. What is osmoregulation? Removal of excess fluid from the cell. So we call it as osmoregulation. And importantly, these individual euglenoids, they are ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. They will ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಫುಡ್ ಅದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ. So ಜಗ ಐತಿ, ಫುಡ್ ಐತಿ, ಲೊಕೊಮೋಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ. Ultimately it has to carry out the process of the what we are going to call it as reproduction. The reproduction is by binary fission, especially that will undergo the process of longitudinal binary fission. The reproduction by binary fission, like longitudinal binary fission. You ಕೇಳಬಹುದು ಸರ್, ಈಗ longitudinal ಅಂದಾಗ ಎರಡು ಸೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಎರಡು ಫ್ಲಾಜೆಲ್ಲ ಅದಾವ, ಒಂದು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಐತಿ ಒಂದು ಲಾಂಗ್ ಐತಿ. How can we expect them to be divided equally? During the process of reproduction, both of the flagella will be lost from the euglena. Equally divide ಆಯ್ತು. As soon as the division, they will develop these two flagellas. ನ್ಯಾಯ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಸಣ್ಣ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹೋಗುವಂತ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ they will do such things, like they will lost their flagella during at the time of reproduction. They will regenerate them when they have carried out the process of the completion of the process of reproduction. Important thing, this is not all about the general characteristics of the euglena. Important aspect ಇವಾಗ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ main concept ಹೋಗೋಣ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ detail. The euglena is a connecting link between plants and animals. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಎರಡು ಕಿಂಗ್ಡಮ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇದು. ಕಿಂಗ್ಡಮ್ ಅನಿಮೇಲಿಯಾ, ಕಿಂಗ್ಡಮ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯುಗ್ಲಿನಾ. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. The Euglena is the connecting link between Plantae and Animalia. Why? As because the first character, the characteristics ಹೋಗಿನ ಮೊದಲು why it is the connecting link ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಾದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is going to possess both the plant characters as well as animal character. Plant character ಏನು, as you all know that it will carry out the process of photosynthesis. It is having the photosynthetic pigments. Animal character ಏನು, it does not have any cell wall. It is having cell membrane, and importantly it is going to locomote with the help of flagella. Right? So by possessing these individual characters, they are called to be as what? The connecting link between the Plantae and Animalia. The animal characteristics like a pellicle, cytochrome, reserve food material, right? Contractile vacuoles, flagella. For that reason, it seems to be animal character. It belongs to animal characteristics. I repeat, animal characteristics like a pellicle. What is pellicle? Pellicle is the outermost layer of Euglena made up of proteinaceous sheath. Right? So presence of cytochrome, presence of reservoir material, which is appears to be as a glycogen. Then presence of contractile vacuole. They are the characteristic feature of animals. Plant of the presence of flagella are the characteristic feature of animals. Plant of the bandaga that will carry out the process of photosynthesis, presence of the photosynthetic pigments, photoreceptors. Right? So these are what? They are the characteristic feature of plantae. So ಎರಡು characteristics so they are found on the single organism. For that reason, this aspect, these euglenoids are popularly known as what? They are popularly known as the connecting link between the plants and the animals. So this is what all about the euglenoids. Is that clear? So in the next session we will discuss about the slime modes and the protozoans. Clear? So